Okay. Oh! God! God!
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tillman with another Tillman's Take. So what I want to do today is I want to break down a situation that comes to us out of Ohio. You have Captain Dalton who's out on the street and he's doing a traffic stop on a big rig for being off of the truck route. Now, this is a common traffic violation that I've actually done traffic stops on before when you're pulling people over from a big rig, but there's some things to consider. And one of those things to consider is anytime we're doing a traffic stop on somebody that's driving a semi truck is that they're sitting above us. And if you realize it, or if you look at the video that we're going to watch here pretty soon, you're going to look that they actually have a position of advantage because they're up above us, and also they have a whole cockpit of things that we don't know what's in there, we can't see because we're at ground level. So let's watch the first part of this video and then let's see what transpires after that.
Okay, you are receiving a summons today for criminal mischief. I will need a signature at the bottom here. It's just acknowledgement of, it's not an admission of guilt, just acknowledgement of receipt. Okay.
So as we're watching this traffic stop, we can see that it seems like a regular traffic stop. You have the driver of the vehicle who's actually recording the officer, which seems normal, and I've had that happen. We actually have it quite frequently. Happened to me the other day, which I don't really mind too much, and everything seems like it's going pretty normal, right? And so as Captain Dalton is giving this ticket or issuing this ticket to the driver of the vehicle, at some point in time, what we're going to see coming up is we're going to see the driver of that vehicle reach in the door panel of his truck and he's going to grab a screwdriver out. Let's watch and see what happens next.
Okay, we'll have to make a mandatory court appearance at New Philly Muni Court, July 3rd at 1 p.m. Okay. Oh! God! God!
So you can see how quickly this situation escalated. The driver of that vehicle, he knew he had a screwdriver there. And so what he did is he grabs that screwdriver and now he goes on the attack towards Captain Dalton. Now I want to highlight a few things here. The first thing I want to highlight is how quickly something can go from 0 to 60. Literally that fast. The other thing I want to highlight is the use of force that Captain Dalton used. Now he used deadly force, and in this situation he ended up killing the occupant of that vehicle, unfortunately. But there's some things that we have to consider. Could he have used his taser? Well, you know, if he did pull his taser out, one, you got to realize, could he get to his taser? And let's say he does get to his taser. If the taser is not effective, let's say the driver of that vehicle continued to stab or try to stab Captain Dalton. It might be too late at that point. What about the pepper spray, we might ask? Well, you know, pepper spray may seem like a good option, but I've talked about this before. If you utilize pepper spray, you fear or you risk cross-contamination. And what cross-contamination is not only will the suspect get hit, but you yourself might get hit and also render you out of the fight because now you can't function because you have pepper spray in your eyes. So pepper spray probably wasn't the best option. What about the baton? Well, we could pull out our baton. Some of us have collapsible batons. Some of us have straight sticks. But do we really want to get into a stick fight or a knife fight with a baton? Probably not. And so Captain Dalton utilized his gun, which is a deadly force option. And some might ask, well, why do you use deadly force in this situation? You have to realize that deadly force is used to stop this threat. And you have a person that is on the offense. He is on the attack and trying to stab you with a stabbing instrument. And in this situation, it was a screwdriver. The situation in this traffic stop went from 0 to 100 so quickly that Captain Dalton did what he had to do to stop that threat. You have to realize there's so many different things that are going on in traffic stops. And I mentioned this on our last Tillman Take, that there is no such thing as an average traffic stop or a normal traffic stop. And so the one thing I really want to highlight in this video, most importantly, is that we are trained as officers to go through something which is called the use of force continuum. And what the use of force continuum is that in a split second, we have to go through all of our force options in our head and we have to determine that fast, what do we think is going to be the most valuable tool that we can utilize to stop a threat. And in that situation, Captain Dalton, he went through that whole continuum and he realized that, hey, deadly force is what's going to be able to help stop that threat in this situation. Officers have a dangerous job and have to make some hard decisions, and this was one of those hard decisions. He ended up going home to his family at the end of the day. Unfortunately, the truck driver was unable to go home to his family, but you have to realize that we don't know what people want to accomplish. And it seemed like this was just going to be a regular traffic stop. But again, remember what I always say, there is no such thing as a regular traffic stop. So you know what? Remember these things as civilians out there. These are things that we walk up on anytime we do a traffic stop. But as police officers, never drop your guard. You can go from giving somebody a citation and explaining what that citation is to the next minute being in the fight for your life. That's my Tillman Take for today. Take care and God bless.